right, Defiant Outdoors. It's the 2020 bow season, and I'm heading up north by Zach's. It's September 30th today, and tomorrow will be October 1st. It'll be my first sit for the 2020 bow hunting season. I don't know, it feels like it should be a good weekend. It's supposed to be a high of 54 today, and then for the next like 4 or 5 days, it's not even going to get into the 50s. And then on next Monday, it's going to get back up into the 50s and low 60s. So I think we got a little bit of a cold front here. Stick with us, and we're hoping to put some big booty does down for you. Go Defiant Outdoors. Alright, good morning, Defiant Outdoors. It's October 1st. We're up at Zach's. And got out this morning, actually pretty early. It's about 7:30 right now. And I checked the trail camera before I got in here. Deer are coming anywhere from just early light all the way up to about 9 o'clock. After that, I'm assuming they bed down. Go Defiant Outdoors. Alright, Defiant Outdoors. I'm going right by the house for the afternoon set. Expecting some does. I haven't had a lot of bucks on camera here, but we'll see what happens. Alright, good afternoon, Defiant Outdoors. Tony's here in the stand this morning. Didn't go so well for me. I had 2 big does come in, and I ended up scaring them off. So I'm sitting in a different stand tonight. I'm not liking the way the wind's blowing. But this stand generally has does come in very often. So I'm hoping to see one and peg one. The other boys didn't have very much luck this morning. They're going back out. But I think it's just a matter of time before we find the right spot and have a deer walk by. So stick with us, and hopefully we can make it happen tonight. this doe. She's not gonna win any records, but I'm so sorry I didn't get that on film. She was in an opening, and she was meandering around here for a while, and I didn't think I was gonna get a shot at all. And she ended up going into the first opening, and I had her on, and I was hoping she'd stop right there, and she didn't stop long enough, and she got to the second opening, but I'm pretty sure she crashed. I think that was a pretty good shot. Yeah. Okay guys, so as you can see, the doe ended up being considerably smaller than I thought. She came in by herself, and I got excited, which in turn got me to believe that she was bigger than she was. I would have rather shot a mature doe, but I made a good, clean, ethical shot. She didn't go far, and the meat will be put to good use. We live and learn from our mistakes, and next time, I'll think twice before letting the arrow fly. Alright, good afternoon to Fine Outdoors. Back here in the tree stand. I'm at a different spot we call the wallow. This is the afternoon of day 3. I didn't hunt this morning. I was pretty tired, just wanted to rest. The other boys had some close encounters, but nobody was able to put one down. A little bit windier it was this morning, which hopefully will help us. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping that somebody can put a doe down or a buck. Stick with us. Alright, to Fine Outdoors, I just shot a doe. I think I still have 2 does bedded here to my right at 75 yards. And I was just waiting. I was playing some euchre on my phone, and I look to my left. All of a sudden, this deer comes in hot. She comes right underneath the stand. I mean, at one point, she was 10 yards away. she goes to my opening, which is like 15, 16, and she was quartering away. I would have really had to put it right up there, and I didn't like that shot. So I waited, and she was walking off. I figured that was my opportunity, and just wasn't meant to be right. All of a sudden, she cuts in and gives me a perfectly broadside shot. 30 yards. I haven't gone and looked at my arrow yet, but it sounded like a good thwack. Only thing is I didn't hear it crash. So I'm just hoping that was a good shot, and I put her down, and she's not the size of my last one, which I'm fairly confident in that. So stick with us. I'm gonna stay out until dark. I might get down to check my arrow just because I'm kind of anxious, but we'll let her sit for a while, and those other boys, hopefully I'll have as much luck as I just had now. All right, stick with us. So I got down out of the stand to go check my arrow. When I found the arrow, there was no blood on it and no blood in the surrounding areas. I didn't want to go too far because if it was a bad shot, I didn't want to spook the deer. So I headed back to camp. Back at camp, we reviewed the footage, and although you can't see the impact, you can hear the impact, and it sounded good. We decided to go later that evening to continue to look for blood. We still couldn't find any sign of blood looking the second time, and we decided it was best if we wait till morning. If you look at the map, the black line is the line that I walk into to get to my stand. The red line is the line that the deer ran, and as you can see, it died right off the side of the trail. But when I was walking out, I wasn't looking for a deer. I was disappointed in my shot. And when we went the second time to look, it was night, and we weren't looking off the path with flashlights, and we never got far enough where we actually saw the deer.
Not a drop of blood. Even where it was laying.
It did rain last night.
No, I don't think there was anything, because everything we said last night was accurate to what happened. Yeah. He had a good lung shot, probably cut off the bottom portion of that first lung he hit, and it came out down here, like low. And that lung, when he popped the diaphragm, must have been shot out right away, because it was all lungs was hanging out. I mean, like a little bit ago.
So it just plugged both sides.
Just plugged right away, and there wasn't a drop anywhere.
All in all, I had a fantastic weekend. I found both of my deer. I learned a lot, and I had a lot of fun with good friends and spent some time in the outdoors.